muchacha chula de Chihuahua me vendió un alma ya. Me vendió una machaca una muchacha chula de Chihuahua. Me vendió una machaca una muchacha chula de Chihuahua. Rubia la muchacha parecía gabacha. Tenía buena facha y también buena naya. Rubia la muchacha parecía gabacha. Tenía buena facha y también buena naya.
Hi. Second. Hello. Hello. I didn't even know I was gonna connect. Like I was eating everything.
You eating? Shit, I'm gonna join you. Let me start eating too. Eat some popcorn. Can I see me, baby?
Yes, okay, now there.
Sweet rolls. Popcorn. We rolling. This how y'all eat?
Hey, girl. Hey. What's your name? Where are you from? My name is Diamond. I'm from Oakland, California.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm actually in Oceanside right now.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you from Oakland, would you be in a poly relationship?
I don't know. Cause like I don't like to share. But yeah, I wouldn't. I don't like to share. And I feel like me and whoever gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Meet.
You like girls? You look like you like girls.
I do. But what does that mean?
So what's the number one thing you learned? What's the number one thing you learned from watching us?
Not to trust niggas.
How did you learn that?
Huh?
I said, how did you learn that?
Because, like, honestly, I learned it from you. Honestly. Because, like, I just feel like you can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm sorry that that's the lesson that you learned. I would like to think that you guys learn uncomfortable conversations create healthy relationships. And I'm not saying everybody got to do what I do, but people should at least, figure out what works in their relationship,
I guess.
Make it make sense. So how you going to be with a guy and you like girls, and he like girls, and he likes other girls, and you like other girls, but you're going to be like, nah, I'm good.
Right.
Like,
I'm not going to be in a poly relationship.
Huh?
I'm not going to be in a poly relationship. So what you mean, how am I going to be with a dude that like,
Well, with that being said, what do you think are some ways we can, make you guys tune in? What's the way that we can provide more value to you guys every day?
Just be truthful. I feel like y'all be lying a lot, and like I feel like y'all do a lot of stuff for the media. Olivia, you be uncomfortable in hella situations, and you say stuff to make him feel comfortable. Like,
give me an example.
Like when somebody asks you a question, and then Sean want to come whisper in your ear. No, when somebody asks you a question, you start answering. Sean whispers something in your ear, and you end up changing your answer. Like,
Yeah, no. Like my answers, always stay the same. He just tells me stuff that he thinks would be helpful.
nah.
No, I don't feel you.
There she go, looking at him.
You guys only see the half of it. Most of you guys are awesome, like 99%, but there are like 1% of people that are just the opposite of good, and they just have very destructive things. So if you speak on something, they'll go lie about it, hit somebody else up, trying to make them mad. Guys, we've had people leave reviews about try to get us kicked out of our apartment. We've had people try to get us kicked out of our gym. We've had people hit up our friends, families, investors, all type of stuff, and just making up lies. So it's just like you guys only see the lies, but you don't see the stuff we have to deal with the other side, on the back end, right? So I'm just trying to tell her, hey, speak clearly so they can't cook you up and make this look like some sort of way.
So why can't you say that out loud? Like, I feel like you be whispering, you be coaching her.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I want to like protect my family. You know what I mean? You get like not a lot of you guys, but I would say there's like 200 people here who just have very malicious intent. You see people making up fake stuff, making up nasty rumors, just doing anything that they can to try to expose me and get me canceled. Like it's just like you guys feel that upset about somebody you never met that you got to try everything in your power. It's kind of crazy. So that's all.
I'm gonna go.
With like talking to my queen. Like at the end of the day, this is our life. Like this is our life. I think I have every right to like talk to my queen. Like whenever I feel like it, respectfully. She's in a relationship with me. She's not in a relationship with y'all. At the end of the day, we gotta lay down at night, every night. I don't know why she doesn't like say that. Like, hey, I'm in a relationship with my man, not with social media. Like some people are easily influenced by social media. Other people realize that, like, hey, me and Olivia are in this thing together. None of y'all are laying down with us. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna talk to her whenever I need to talk to her. This is my queen, not social media.
Okay. I got one question for Olivia.
Okay.
And then I'm gone. Are you pregnant? Did you ever take that test?
Yes, a while ago. You didn't see it?
She's been watching too many clips.
Listen, I'll be busy. I have a life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the military, you know, so I'll be busy, but I don't be tuning into every live.
Yeah, no. That's been debunked with the pregnancy test.
You got a business?
Hold on, because I got something to say for y'all in the comments. Y'all talking about next caller this, next caller that, but y'all can't even get up on the live. Yeah, I'm in the military. But y'all can't even get up on the live. Y'all don't even got nothing in you to get up on here. Like, we don't want to, but y'all in the live watching. Like, girl, you're slow. Your mama slow. Your daddy slow.
Yo, let's respect TikTok's rules, right? Listen, man, don't worry about them. They not playing the game. Anybody can spectate. Not everybody can play the game. You got a business? Got it, ran her off, huh? Another one bites the dust.
Bye, good night.
You just say hi, good night. Hello. Hello?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice that I'm on. Yes, hold on.
Okay.
Let me turn on my. I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention. So, hi guys, how are you?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm Antle from Houston, Texas. Yeah. So guys, I'm a South African.
Would you be in a poly relationship?
Yes, but not the one you guys in.
Okay. And then another question is, what have you learned from our lives?
Nothing exactly. Nothing. I haven't learned anything. I don't like how you guys put out the poly and make it seem like I'm African, so I know what is a poly, and you guys make it seem like a man has to control a woman, but it's something that you guys have to work together. And your woman, of course, that's what you guys do. Your woman has to looking for a second girl or third or fourth. But poly, there's no poly when you're not married. So when a man having many girlfriends, that's not a poly. Just because
because you know that your man, he wants to have a lot of women, that's fine. Your girlfriend and boyfriend, you are not wife, and so you are not in the poly. You are just sharing a man with other women until he marries you. Then, and then he marries another woman. Then you are in the poly.
So you're upset because.
Oh no! I'm not upset. Why would I be upset? I'm not. I didn't say I was upset. I said I don't like how you guys put it out.
So you don't like the fact that our relationship is different than the traditional ones in Africa, is that correct?
It just, you're only you. And then that's why, I think that's why a lot of people are in this life, because of how you put it out, how you make it seem like poly is something that crazy as what you are doing. And what I don't like about you, Sean, you're just a narcissist. You have this ugliest behavior towards the women, and I don't think you do respect women. So I just feel sorry for your girl, but she likes it, so that's okay.
Can you give me an example of when I have disrespected women? Could you give me a specific example?
One time you call another woman that you said she has a big tummy. That was so disrespectful. Even though you say
she had a what?
She has a big stomach.
I never said
you said she has no, you did, and then you apologized later.
I never said somebody had a.
You said she looked pregnant. That's what you said. You said she looks pregnant.
I said I thought she was pregnant, which I'm allowed to make observations, or am I not?
No, but you can't say things like that.
Okay,
to
so
women.
me talking about somebody saying, hey, I thought they were pregnant when they just had a kid, you feel like that's so disrespectful. You don't feel like
yes, it is.
Hold on. You don't feel like that was an honest mistake?
No. You cannot have that kind of an honest mistake, brother.
You can't mistakenly, somebody that just had a baby, you can't mistakenly think that they're pregnant, right?
Well, why would you even say that?
Hold on. You feel like that mistake is that egregious that it makes me a disrespectful person, is that correct?
No, it's one of them. It's one of them. And the way you speak to women...
Could you give me another example on why you feel like I'm so disrespectful?
Oh no, oh my God. I can't keep on counting and counting. You know that you just you don't respect women. Listen. Even the way you talk to your women, even when Shanice was still there, the way you talk to her, the way you talk to your girls, when they want to go to the bathroom, you don't want them to go to the bathroom, and then you come here and tell us some story that's so dumb.
Question. When have you ever, I get where you're coming from, when have you ever seen once somebody ask me to go to the bathroom or say I'm going to the restroom and I tell them no?
Oh, I have seen that. Olivia, one time she asked you, she wanted to go to the bathroom. You refused. And then she said she wanted to go to the bathroom. She was talking to you, and then you were shaking your head. You didn't want her to go. In this life, we've seen it. We always see what you do. Now you have.
If that's your narrative, if that's a narrative that you want to push, I don't care what they do. I just want them to communicate with me, because at the end of the day, we are here talking to people. People wait months to get up here. So I would think that we would the least we can do is communicate. There's been several times where people have come up here. Where's Olivia? Oh, she's in the restroom. Like that's it. So I don't really see a problem with.
Dude, but the thing about you don't ask them for anything. You just, if you want to stand up, you stand up and go. So why is?
Listen. I know you're super passionate about it. I don't know if you've ever been on TV. I don't know if you've ever been on live TV. But where I come from, when you're watching live TV, people don't just get up and go to the restroom. I've never seen that.
But you do. Without telling them what you're doing. You do. Or maybe now you tell her, because it's just two of you. When Shanice was there, you will stand up and go and do whatever you want to do. You never tell them anything. So it's okay. Let's put that aside. That's fine. You don't don't have to
You have no
continue.
interest in having like a conversation. The thing about you guys is you guys just tell one side. When I do give an answer, you guys don't listen to it. And then when I'm trying
When you say you guys, who you talking to? Right now, you're talking to me. I don't think we are 10 here on this, like right now on this panel talking to you. So say me, say you, not you guys, because you're talking to me.
you and people like you. I got a question for you. Do you feel like you cutting me off every 2 seconds is disrespectful?
Oh, but okay. Oh, wait. You're the last person who can ask me that question because you do that a lot.
You're on my show. You're on my
So
platform.
right now you find someone who can measure your energy, and that's a problem.
There's a lot of things
Oh, for real?
Match my energy, like ever. Stop.
Okay, cool.
Never.
Cool. Thank you very much. Your show sucks, and you sucks, and you ugly because we just wanna watch. When are you gonna leave? We're waiting for you to leave because we know you're gonna leave. For now, you gullible, you young, you stupid. I mean, I'm sorry to. Bye.
It's giving fan behavior. That's all I gotta say.
Listen, man, we appreciate all you guys being here. I don't know. I would love to have like an actual conversation. Guys, have I made mistakes? Do I have character flaws? Yes, but people grow, people change, people improve. I would like to say that if you take the people that come up here, you look at their behavior and look at it versus my behavior, I think it's 2 total different levels of disrespect. So if you guys are going to be so self-righteous, I just want to see you be self-righteous to like everybody, right? So with that being said, let's just bring somebody else up here.
Desiree Rose.
Anyways, this girl's taking too long.
I'm just so confused.
That's the type of I think they're trying to stop a flood.
Oh, good. Thanks.
That's what I think. I think they was doing maintenance on a pipe, and then it was about to be another flood, and it was like, fuck it, turn the water.
Oh no, I did not mean to invite somebody. Jesus. Jazz.
Let's go, Soto.
Terracin. Hello? Hello? Oh. Black unicorn. Hello?
How are you?
Hi.
Let me turn on my camera. Hold on.
Good.
All right. Oh. Hi. I know it's dark in here. I'm sorry. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing so well. How are you? What's your name? Where are you from?
Unicorn from Chicago. Black unicorn.
Duck.
Do you remember me, Olivia? I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Oh, me?
Yeah, when you first started, I've been watching you guys since when you did individual lives a little while ago. I talked
to you when you're building a chair or something like that for your king?
Yes, throw back to the people when I was building a chair. That was a while ago. Wow. Thank
That
you.
was a long time ago.
Thank you for supporting. Yes. What? Oh. No. Would you be in a poly relationship?
No. No, I would not.
She had to think about it, so that's a yes.
Oh, no.
I didn't think about it. I just answered you.
Okay.
No, it's not for me.
Okay, gotcha. So with that, from watching the show for a while, what have you learned from, like, what have you gotten from, watching?
So in the beginning, I don't know if you remember or not, and I want you both to know I'm very respectful. I'm very open-minded, but I also have my opinions. So in the beginning, I think I told you that Sean, I respect the fact that he served in the military and everything like that, but that he was not my cup of tea. And you asked me why, and I said that I feel like he talks in circles. That's just my opinion. And for you, back then I asked you if you had a backup plan, and I told you to work on plan B, to always source out options. And so what I've learned is that...
When you say source out options, what does that mean?
So for Olivia, Olivia doesn't have... So I'm a lot older. I'm 43, right? So when I spoke to Olivia back then, she said she was putting all of her eggs in the basket with you. She was throwing it all in. And I don't think it's a great idea not to have a follow-up plan in case the relationship doesn't. Now, I'm not saying that I'm hoping that you guys fail. Hopefully you work out, right? But in any case where you potentially may not work out, even for you, Sean, I think it's important to have a backup plan. Even for you.
And are you talking about, like, as far as a woman, as far as career? Like, what does that mean?
So I want Olivia and you to have individual savings. I want Olivia to have her individual focus, her individual goals, things that she works on in her own time. For herself, because she's an individual, and so are you.
But, like, why?
Why are you individual?
No, why do we want to have a backup plan, work on a backup plan, rather than focus on building together? Like, what sense does that make?
So you build together and you work on a backup plan separately. Those are two different things.
But what's the point?
Because you're individuals.
No,
so let me give it to you like this.
We're not individuals. We're a family. So.
You're individuals. But let me give it to you like this. Let's say something happens to you tomorrow.
When you get in a relationship, you trade the I's and the B's for we's.
No, sir. So let me explain my piece for you.
Go ahead.
And God forbid anything happens to you, because I think you need each other and you're great for each other. But let's say today something happened to you where you were unable to work and provide an income, and everything was left on Olivia. Let's say something happened where she had to take care of you. Olivia needs her individuality to be able to do that. Let's say something happened to you where you weren't around anymore. Olivia needs to be able to pick up pieces and continue on. So she still needs to focus on herself as well as the relationship, and so should you. If something happens to Olivia, what is your plan?
As far as
anything, just what would you do next? If something happened to Olivia where she wasn't there anymore, what would you do?
I would continue producing, and like obviously that would be very sad, so I would like mourn that loss. So that would be that, but I would just continue producing.
You would continue producing, you would continue on, right? And that's because you have the mindset to keep pushing and keep going. Olivia's mindset is to rely on you.
How do you know my mindset?
I asked you a while ago.
No, I don't think that you guys, I don't know why you guys keep trying to do this thing of trying to split us. That's not what we want to do. That's not what
no, I didn't try to split you. I said I hope you guys do work out. I don't wish for your relationship to come to an end. Those aren't the flaws.
You guys try to make it seem like we're two individuals. That's just not how, to me, that's just not how a family is like built. Like, I
You don't think you're an individual?
I think that literally when you get in a relationship, it's less about I's and me's and it's more about we's. Where can we go? I would not want a relationship with somebody that just thinks about themselves. I have that already. I'm cool on that.
Is that what I said, though? That's not what I said.
You're saying she should focus on a backup plan. What is the point of that?
Didn't I just explain it to you? If something happens to you, what is Olivia to do?
Do you think that that's, I understand that, but do you think that's operating out of abundance and love, or do you think that's operating out of fear and scarcity?
You know what? My husband is Jamaican. He always says, love don't take you to the shop. So at the end of the day, if something happens to you, what do you want Olivia to do?
So listen, first of all, if something happened to me, the literally basic bills are already covered every single month. The business keeps going. Like, she would not have to worry.
That's not what I asked you.
And I'm literally explaining to you, she would be very well taken care of. So, like, if I was not here, then she would just have to, she wouldn't have to worry about place to live or anything like that. Everything would be taken care of.
No, I'm asking you, what would you want her to do?
Whatever she wants to do. If I'm no longer here, that's not my.
Okay. Olivia, what would you want to do if Sean wasn't in the picture anymore?
What do you mean?
Okay, so her not being able to answer that question proves my point.
No,
So, Sean,
You're literally, okay, let's ask you the same
I
thing.
asked Sean the same question and he answered.
What would you do?
I asked you the same question, Sean.
What would you do if your husband wasn't here?
So if my husband wasn't around anymore, I would continue to represent him by building something in his name, starting some type of foundation in his name. But I have savings. I have savings of my own. I'm also educated and I work. I have a job, so I build my own income and I take care of our children. So I would continue to work towards my future.
That's good for you.
Now, what we do together, my husband and I plan together, we build together, we save together, we make purchases together. But individually, if something happens to my husband, I have to have the wits, the strength, and the know-how to keep pushing. Life doesn't stop. So I didn't ask you what would be available to Olivia if something happened to you. I asked Olivia, what would she do? What would you physically do if something happened to Sean? What's the next step for you?
Like he said, figure it out.
You would just figure it out.
I think, like, you can never, like, prepare for some things in life, but I would figure it out. Like, most of the things that we figure out are things that just happen to happen in our timeline.
I agree. And I think that we will put more attention on that if we had, like, kids together. Like, that's something totally different. Like, but for as far as I'm no longer here. Continue on. I wouldn't even want to, like, hold her life back. Yo, do your thing. You know what I mean? Focus on.
But see, do you hear she doesn't know what her thing is, Sean? Do you hear that?
Because we don't plan for something like that. Like, do you and your husband have kids together?
I have a son with him, yes.
Right, so it's totally different. You guys have kids, you still have to raise your kid, you still got to be in that kid's life for the rest of your life. Olivia's still 20, about to be 21. She has the rest of her life to actually, like, live on that. Like,
wow, it's amazing that now you recognize her age difference. That's interesting that all of a sudden now you bring up that she's going to be 20.
I always say her age difference, but just because she's young doesn't mean she's not mature enough to be in a relationship. Like, both things can be true.
No, that's not what you said. That's not what I'm saying you said. I mentioned a while ago the importance of plans and planning. And you said, oh, well, Olivia's just 20. You know, she has plenty of time. You know we're not promised tomorrow, right?
At the end of you're right. But at the end of the day, like, we don't have any, like, kids together. So why would I sit up here and be like, revolve the rest of your life around me? That's kind of selfish.
What does children have to do with proper planning?
Children takes, because you have somebody else that you're responsible for.
Aren't you responsible for Olivia and Olivia responsible for you?
Yeah, but if I'm no longer here, that responsibility goes away, which is my point.
It does not. So you're telling me that you and Olivia have nothing tied together in writing?
We have a few things tied together in writing.
So then when you go away, her responsibility doesn't go away. Her responsibility for you doesn't go away. If she goes away, your responsibility for her doesn't go away.
What will she have if I'm no longer here?
Say it it again. I didn't hear you.
What responsibility would she have if I'm no longer here?
Well, that's up. I know what contract you guys have in place.
So that's exactly my point. So, with that being said, we don't have that's something that we want to spend a lot of time on. I don't really see a point in thinking negative. If we have kids, that's a totally
Oh my God, do I sound like I'm being negative?
To me, talking about not being here is not positive. I don't think that that's a positive conversation to me.
Oh,
so I'm
you
glad
know
that,
what? I'm so sorry. I thought Olivia sold insurance.
I'm glad that you have everything figured out with your husband. I'm very happy that you have your family situated. If something happened to your husband, that's not what we choose to focus on. That's not what we choose to think about. What we choose to focus on is how can we grow as people? How can we impact more people? That's what we
until the day you can. You think about it and plan it until the day you can't plan it anymore. I thought Olivia sold insurance. When you sell insurance, what is your tag for selling insurance? What do you tell people?
Exactly why this isn't a conversation and all of that is already handled. So like what more do you want us to actually say about it? That's exactly my point.
I want you both. I want you young people. You too, Sean. And I'm not trying to sound negative. I want the best for everybody. You have to hear the compassion coming from me, okay? I'm not speaking against you, sir. I'm not speaking against Olivia. But you are a panel. You are a voice for a lot of Black children and a lot of Black people out in the world who are watching you not properly plan. They are watching you make a mockery of things on this live for some of the things that you do. Point one, we do watch you. You don't think you're disrespectful. That's so fair, okay? Because you are who you are. But Sean, you do have some disrespectful tendencies. I can give you one example, something I want you to work on. I don't think you have an issue with critique. I think you take criticism very well. Someone is speaking to you, and you keep saying, hold on. That can come off as aggressive and disrespectful. When you speak with your facial expressions, you and Olivia both. So when you make faces at someone in the box, that comes off as disrespectful. You know where you are. You know you're on this TikTok panel and people are going to judge you. If you cannot manage the heat of being judged, what do they say? Get out of the kitchen. So you just gotta come. I want you. It's because of your brand, sweetheart. I want you to be so wealthy, and I want you to be so great. But if your brand is tarnished, you know in business your brand is everything. And right now your brand is getting tarnished.
Maybe.
Say it again.
I said maybe.
No, Sean, I'm not saying that negatively.
I know, but at the end of the day, people believe propaganda, not even the actual truth. And I just want to see you guys go and have all these people that's calling us every single name in the book. Where do y'all give them the talks?
Okay.
You guys, listen, I'll be the first to admit that I have room for improvement. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with being a human?
Nothing is wrong with that.
I'm never gonna sit up here and be fake. I'm not gonna sit up here and be I'm gonna be me. You know what I mean? I'm never trying to purposely disrespect somebody. If they feel disrespected, talk to me about it and we can handle it. Do you feel like I've disrespected you since you've been up here? Do you feel like I've been disrespectful to you?
You know what? I don't feel like you've been disrespectful, but I think that you're condescending.
It's so funny how people come up here who are respectful and they never say that. Oh, I'm disrespectful to them. Oh, I'm surprised that this didn't go left. No, it's just because you guys watch clips of people just being egregiously disrespectful, and then I'd be like, hey, you gotta go. I kick them off, and their opinion of me comes from clips. They don't even look at the data for themselves. So it's just if somebody doesn't want to rock with me because of something that they heard, honestly, I really don't give a fuck. To be honest with you, I'm not trying to be for everybody. I'm trying to be for 1% of people, right? And the way I look at it, if somebody doesn't want to learn from me, that's honestly their loss.
Hear what I'm saying to you, Black man. Hear what I'm saying, Black man.
It's just I know the value that comes from me. I know what's in my heart.
If you know the value, and you know,
at the end of the day, I literally only want to help people, right? So that's that. I have no ounce. I don't need to tear anybody down. I don't need to make anybody feel less than. I feel great about myself. I feel great about my life.
I want
now
you
we're
to work on a more positive brand. That is all I said to you. I'm not attacking you.
I agree with that. I think that the more we create, the more people actually interact with me, the more they'll see like, hey, maybe he's just not like what everybody says he is. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna worry about like what haters gotta say, because at the end of the day, it's not even about what they say. This is how I go about how I deal with haters. Instead of saying listening to what they say, I'm like, who said it? Every time it's a hater and I analyze who actually said what was said, I instantly stop caring, because I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't.
So let me say this to you. Do you know Olivia in her young age is feeding off of your energy? When I first started listening to you guys in the live, Olivia was so sweet, so innocent, so kind. I remember once she cried on live. Her feelings were hurt and she cried, literally was crying. And Shanice brought her a coffee or a tea or something like that to console her. And now I see that, you know, the people on the internet have been so brutal to her, right? And your actions or how you behave as well, the energy around her has changed her. And I've seen Olivia, I don't want to say it's a mean girl, but it's not nice to watch, right? Because I'm watching her grow. She asked me, what did I see? What have I learned? Olivia, I feel like you're much more defensive instead of actually listening. And I think that's an energy you're picking up from Sean, because Sean, I don't think you're really listening. Olivia, I don't think you're listening. And I want to give an example.
Let me ask you a question. How many death threats have you gotten in your life?
So let me ask you a question. How many times have you cut me off in this conversation?
I'm asking you a simple question. How many unalive threats have you gotten in your life?
And I'm not on live posting my full life, so I'm not getting that threat.
I'm asking you a simple question.
Why are you raising your voice?
Listen, because I'm going to just go ahead and say 0. How would you feel if you're Olivia and...
Do you feel like you're being disrespectful right now?
Excuse me. I'm asking you a simple question and you refuse to answer it.
Did I refuse?
All right. How many unalive threats have you gotten in your life?
I'm not on live like you, so I don't get live. I don't get threats. Death threats.
Exactly my point. 0. So, with that being said, how would you feel if you're Olivia and you're here, you're just positive, and people come up, they call you every name, they call you the B word, they question your intelligence, tell you you're dumb.
That would come off of here.
Hold on. They attack your relationship. Do this. Send unalive threats for stuff that's not even true.
I wouldn't be on here anymore.
Hold on. Call your gym, try to get you banned. Call your...
You gotta stop. Hold on.
Hit up your friends and family and
make up lies.
Hold on. Hit up your friends and family and make up lies.
Why do you do that? Are you... That's so immature.
Say you said stuff that you did not. Guys, you guys only see what you guys experience. You guys don't see the...
Now, Sean, now you're being disrespectful because you told me, hold on, you raised your voice at me, and I haven't even raised my voice. And you just got to raising your voice.
You guys, everything somebody do that you guys don't like, y'all take it as like disrespect.
I don't dislike anything about... Hold on.
Let's see.
First of all, that's a judge.
You guys did not come here to have conversations.
I am being the utmost positive person I could possibly be right now.
Do you have anything else to say? Because at this point,
I do.
You really are not interested in having a conversation. You just want to like say whatever's on your mind. So go ahead, get it off your chest.
So for me to get something off my chest with me, and I would have to attack you, and that's not what I'm doing. I asked you questions. I'm not sure why you're upset, but if I have upset you, black man, I'm sorry. That's not what I'm trying to do. You have to learn to control that demon in you. What you are is a narcissist.
You come up here on our platform and then be like, you can't talk on your own platform. Make it make sense.
I didn't say you couldn't talk. I just think that you're a narcissist and you have to control that behavior in certain environments. It doesn't work for everybody, Sean, and that's okay. I didn't hear you, Olivia. What'd you say? Wait, say it again.
Anything else you want to say?
Olivia, you're echoing. But I do have a question for Olivia. Olivia, have you had and this is a personal question that I'm an advocate for vaginal cancer, uterine cancer. I lost my mom to cancer, uterus cancer. So have you had your pap smear?
Respectfully, I don't want to answer any questions from you.
You don't want to answer any questions from me?
We want to actually have conversations with people. Like you just asked us, you guys ask us like silly questions to try to make us look like weird. Like I'm sitting here trying to explain our perspective to you, and you somehow found that as like disrespectful.
No, I said the part that disrespectful is when you say, hold on.
Being disrespectful. So
And you raise your voice at me.
disrespectful. Goodbye. This conversation's over.
Have a great night,
You
idiot.
have a great night as well. Yo, you guys can come up here. Y'all can ask us anything at all. Like, let's have a two-way conversation. A two-way conversation. A conversation. I don't think that's unfair to ask. All right, if you guys gonna ask us questions, allow us to answer. If we're gonna ask you questions, answer. If you can't do that, what do you make? Why do you feel like your opinion is valid?
Good.
Yo,
Hey.
what up? Turn your camera on.
Alright. Hold on. Let's see. How do I do that? Okay.
Okay, trying to stop.
I'm taking my hair down. So hold on. What's up, y'all? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yes, we can hear you. Hi.
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 Hello.
What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Shawan, and I'm from Dallas.
Okay.
Texas in the house.
Say hi.
How y'all doing tonight?
Doing good. How you feeling?
I feel good. I'm like over here unpacking, doing all that kind of stuff. So, you know.
Awesome. All right. So you from Texas? Would you be in a poly relationship? That's the
yeah.
answer. All right. So with that
I
being
can answer, Sean. Yes.
I already know what's up. What's the number one thing you learned from watching our lives?
I learned that I do not want my life to be publicly criticized. And, you know, we all make mistakes. And I feel like sometimes people, like, don't want to hear it. And I don't like to hear opinions of people I don't really care about. So it's, like, not my thing.
Makes sense. All right. So with that being said, what do you feel like is a way we can bring more value to you guys?
Maybe I can be more positive because it's like negative energy. And I feel like y'all had good intentions initially, but I'm not sure how that's going on you guys' end.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like we're very negative to like anybody. Like I feel like when people get too negative, we just like boot them.
No, I mean, there's a lot of negativity, Sean. Like, even if I don't watch y'all's live, it's like a lot of stuff that's on the For You page, and it's a lot of negative stuff. So maybe I should use this platform in a positive way, you know?
I can't control how people clip stuff up in the narratives that they push, and unfortunately, people love whatever they perceive as like negative. So I mean, obviously, we want to be as positive as we can. That's something that we can work on, but ultimately, the things that are on the For You page are probably like clips. Can't make people be more positive.
Right, but it starts with self. You know that, right? And you the man of the house, right? So you're the leader.
Tell me, what do you feel like I do to people that's so negative?
I think you get upset and then you say you're not upset. And to me, it's like people that's like energy driven, we can tell no matter what you're saying out your mouth, it goes by the actions.
Gotcha. Anything else?
No.
Sweet.
That's my answer. But yes,
What's your question?
Is how are you guys gonna turn a negative into a positive? And I'm gonna really ask you first, Sean, because you're the man and you're the leader of this. Olivia is a beautiful young woman. I'm not finna bash her. I don't care who gets mad. Like, she's a young woman. She's trying to make it, and as we all are. But Sean, for you, as a leader, you need to take more accountability, and you need to turn this negative into a positive. It's too many people watching y'all, for you
Yeah.
not to turn this into something good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you were me, what would you do to turn it positive? Go ahead, I want to hear this.
Do you want to hear it? Because I feel like you don't like hearing stuff. And I'm kind of like that.
I want to hear it. Go ahead.
So, number one, stop with your personal business if you're not going to be 100% honest. Don't tell a story, because even if I wasn't there, I could feel the energy of a lie or half ass. That's just with anybody. That's why I can't talk to a lot of different people, because when people lie or leave stuff out, you can feel it. If you driven, you feel all of that. I don't care if they know you or not. So my thing is, switch it from you guys' personal business and flip it to be about your business.
Yeah.
It don't need to be about a poly relationship.
I think that's a great question. I don't want to limit what people can talk about, but that's a great point. I feel like as far as us and our honesty and our transparency, we're as transparent as like possible. The only thing is, I just don't like getting to he said, she said, because the thing about social media, which I don't see, is that these people will go and hit up people, make up lies, say we said stuff that we never did, and then just get things riled up. And then it's just more and more and more and more and more and more drama. So that's that.
I understand the clips, right? So you're just seeing pieces of stuff. I understand it. But in order for it to happen, you have to say it out your mouth. They can't make a clip of something you are not saying. You're actually saying these things. You're actually doing these things. So you are the leader. You have the power to turn this around, and you got to start with yourself. Period. Point blank. What is wrong? What is that look? Like, I'm serious. I'm not even trying to be negative.
I'm actively listening right now. That's it.
Okay. I'm not trying to be negative or nothing. I don't care who wants me to blah, blah, blah. Like, we all got our shit, but if you're going to be on there, be real, be 100, or flip the script. Talk about something
I think that's the thing, though. Like, y'all not used to somebody that's actually, like, real. So y'all just
That's not true at all.
I think that it is. I think most social media influencers are just fake as fuck, and y'all are like used to that. Y'all are used to like people that say that. I do my best to respect other people, leave other people like out of things. At the end of the day, that's that. I feel like I'm a pretty transparent person, a pretty authentic person. Maybe that may get lost along the way because people love to cut me off and never let me finish. But I feel like we're pretty authentic and pretty transparent.
Right. So I let you finish. I'm not cutting you off or nothing. So you can't blame any of that on me. So instead of you putting your energy into the quote unquote people, then put your energy into a positive. That's why I'm telling you, like, you keep coming back saying, oh yeah, well, they're clipping me up, they're doing this. I understand that part too. It goes on both sides, but you are the one that have the power to switch that. This is stuff that you're actually saying yourself. Like, you're in the motion, Sean. Like, flip it. If you're gonna lead Olivia, lead her to greatness, and not just by talking, but just by leading by actions. Like, she's a soft spirit. She's not really into all of that back and forth stuff. That's why they're like, oh, why you twitching? Why you doing? Y'all making the girl do that. She's a very gentle spirited person. Okay, so at the end of the day, if you're gonna lead her to greatness, Sean. Protect her. You can't protect her and you throwing her in the fire. I'm gonna be talking up for her. I'm gonna do this for her. Sean, you putting her in the fire. Protect your queen.
Yeah. I think. So what would you say would be to like prevent her from getting into like the fire? I want to hear like the actual like. What would you do if you were us? I want to hear this.
I'm saying, number one, stop putting her in the fire. How do you do that, Sean?
So what does that actually look like? Stop putting her in the fire. What does that look like to you?
So that looks like, say for instance, if something go on or she's trying to have your back about something, you're actually keep doing things that make it to where she has to defend you. And so now she's coming up under the attack with the people who have an issue with the choices that you made. Right? So it's your choices that's impacting Olivia. And you're like, oh, y'all want to talk to her crazy. Excuse me, Sean, you have to take accountability for that.
Yeah,
Olivia is a
I
soft
would agree with
spirit.
that, but like here's the thing, like what does that actually look like to you?
That looks like you, number one, being accountable for your actions. Not just saying, hey, you guys, I'm a person, I make mistakes. That's not accountability. That's just...
What's accountability to you?
Accountability takes action. Accountability takes action.
Listen, give me like an actionable game plan. Like, if you were me, what would you do right here today moving forward? I want to hear that. Like, it's cool to talk in principles, like if you're not in the situation, but like, what would you actually do? What would you do differently? What would you structure differently?
Cut the personal stuff.
What patterns and behaviors will actually change? Because this sounds good, but what of this is actually actionable? And I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm literally coming from a place of learning. Remember, you guys got to talk to me like I'm a gerbil because I'm kind of slow. So with that being said, break this all the way down. What would the next like 20 days look like for you?
Okay, so I don't talk to gerbils, but I'm gonna tell you what I just told you. It number one starts with you cutting the personal stuff out if you're not gonna be honest.
That's the thing. You guys have to realize. You guys believe what you want. We've had people make up all type of crazy stuff. There's nothing that if a girl can come up, go on live and be like, "Oh, Sean did the R word to me." How can I prove that I didn't do that?
Well, you can prove
all it takes is a video and a headline, and y'all believe it. How can I stop that? How can I prove that I didn't do it? What can I say or show that would prove that it wasn't true?
Well, you number one go to the police department, right? Because that's a serious offense, right? So
go to the police department, and that's cool. But like we have people where I literally was facing 14 years in the brig. The whole thing got thrown out by a judge, and they still don't believe that. So I'm not trying to discredit you. All I'm saying is like, hey, like what is like actually like real? Because people can say anything. So with that being said, like make it make sense. I'm not trying to be right. I'm trying to understand. And just because I'm challenging what you're saying, don't think that I'm trying to make you invalid or invalidate you. That's not it. It's not a me versus you. This is a me and you versus the problem. So with that being said, I just want to know actionable steps to take over the next 20 days. Like what would you do?
okay, so that was my first one, right? So we got that one already. Take the personal business.
Can we repeat that? What was the first one?
I said take the personal business off the platform. If you have a platform so large and you guys are business driven and you want to make an impact, then use your platform for business. That's like, I don't understand how you're missing that part, Sean.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to talk about just business. I want to talk about life because there's a lot of people that crush it in business and they don't have the family that they want. And I think family is a part of business, and I think we should be building together. Personally, I think instead of talking to me about this, I do think that, hey, there's things that I could do different. I got a lot of room for growth. I think we need to be having a conversation. And why is there 27,000 people here? And why do they only ask me questions about drama? Why are we not coming up with local businesses? Why are we sitting up here and not helping people who have real emergency situations? There's a lot of good that we can do on this platform. So, like, at the end of the day, I see what you're saying, and I want to hear what else you have to, like, say.
Okay, so the whole business thing, changing your platform around, being more positive, like with Olivia. And I know you say, y'all have y'all thing. I believe in what's good for two people. If that's what they agree in a relationship, that's their business. It's not mine. If you are physically harming her, then that's a totally different story. But other than that, whatever she agreed to, she's young, but she's an adult. So that's her choice. So nobody can get mad at Olivia for choosing this type of relationship. And I don't care who get mad. I don't care about none of that. I'm not here to kiss nobody's ass, whether it be Sean, Olivia's, or you guys's. I'm just speaking how I feel. So if Olivia chooses that for herself, that's her choice, period and point blank. If we're going to support her, then be positive. Don't be sitting up talking about her. She's a young woman. She's trying to figure it out just like all the rest of us did. We got lost along the way, and then what you do? You got your shit together. So if you really care about Olivia, you're not going to be on here trying to bash her. She is not ugly. Whatever she feels about Sean, that's her choice. She'll live and learn just like you did. Like, come on now, people. Like, I don't, it's stuff on both sides that just be like, to me, if it's like as a group, if we all gonna, be on this TikTok platform, let's spread some positivity. Let's spread some stuff that's gonna help us learn and grow in this world. Like all of this bashing each other is draining. Period. You don't have to look at me like that, Sean. What is wrong with you?
Sean disrespects a girl by looking at her.
No, you can't disrespect me. So one thing I learned in life is I control who can affect me. If I don't give a fuck about a person, they cannot affect me. Period and point blank. When I took my power back from people of this earth, of this world who don't know how to treat good people, then I learned that no matter what, I'm doing it because that's who I am in my heart. So yeah, so you cannot affect me. It's okay. I know you're gonna talk your shit, Sean. Even when you try your hardest, it burns you up.
What do you mean? Like, what am I saying? Like,
No, you're not saying anything right now. I'm just saying when you do it, like say on your good days when you come in and you're like, okay, I'm gonna be positive today. And I'll be really rooting for you, Sean. And guess what your ass do? You just go off the fucking handle. I'm like, Sean, now what the heck?
when have I ever went off the handle?
Nuh-uh, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't do that.
Let me get this straight. Because I kick people off the show, I'm going off the
No,
handle.
I didn't say that. You're saying that.
So give me an example of when I went off the handle. You can't pull a clip of me cussing somebody out.
Well, I don't pull clips.
But I'm saying,
I don't make clips and I don't pull clips. But what I'm telling you, what I saw with my own eyes is you going off a handle. Say, for instance, if somebody starts talking about a subject, you'll say this. This is what you'll say. Y'all can ask us anything. We're an open book. Y'all can ask us anything. And if somebody asks you something, Sean, you don't want to hear, you say, listen. Well, listen. Hold on. Listen. You know your thing. You do it every time. Sean, you can't help it. It's almost like I feel like it's a little bit of triggering there.
you mean
See, you doing it now.
you mean when people try to ask me a question and then don't let me get a word in? That's me going off the handle? Like, how is somebody gonna come up
Don't
here and ask
forget.
me a question and then
Don't
not let me
forget.
answer?
Don't deflect, Sean. Don't do that. We having a conversation like I'm not even attacking you. See, look at you. You doing what I'm telling you, and you don't see it.
Bro, listen. You guys ask me questions and then don't allow me to answer.
That's not true. I've been letting you answer, Sean, so don't blame that on me. I'm allowing you to answer. It's just that you don't want to hear certain questions that I'm asking, even though you're saying you're an open book. That's what I was explaining to you. Remember?
So you think that I don't want to hear that question that you just asked me? You think I'm not afraid of it? Like, you can see me shaking in my boots.
Not that you're shaking, Sean, but you're not in control of where it's going, and it kind of scares you. So when you lose control of a certain situation, it kind of triggers you. It's okay. I'm not judging you or nothing, because there are certain things that trigger me just the same. It may not be that particular thing, but I get triggered. Every single human being get triggered by something, but yet you sit here and say you don't. But you're doing it on live. If you go back and watch it.
I'm not triggered. You guys just do stuff that doesn't make sense. Why are you gonna ask somebody a question and then not let them answer?
That's not what we're talking about, though, because I've been letting you answer. I've been letting you
talking
answer.
about. Some of you guys just come up here to hear yourself talk in the mirror. Like, y'all just come up here to like, there's been people that have literally just come up here and go on for like 3 to 5 minutes and not let us get a word in. Motherfucker, they could have did that in the mirror. Like, you could have just let that rant out in the mirror. Like, you didn't have to come up here for that. Like, I thought y'all came up here to ask us questions and we give y'all answers. But it's like, I don't want answers. I just want to ramble.
That's not true, Sean. Sometimes just focus on the 1%. You always focus on what people do that you don't like, and it triggers. It's like that energy carries. It carries on to Olivia. It carries on to your crowd. So focus on the 1% that you say that's what you're trying to impact, right? So what about the people who come up here and let you talk? What about the people who come up here and let you talk, Sean? What about that?
Yes, you guys don't pay attention to that. You guys only pay attention to the things that y'all perceive as negative. Besides me going like this, getting frustrated because I can't answer a question, what else do I do to go off the handle?
You will cut off like the conversation, and you will start having a speech. And Sean, honestly, it kind of seems a little rehearsed. It seems like the speeches that you say are the same exact ones for each scenario, right? No.
This is a really good communicator.
So, like, let me get this
And
straight.
it's authentic.
He may be a good communicator.
Hold on. Time out. Real
Okay.
quick.
What, Sean?
So let me get this straight. Me giving a speech is me going off the handle. Is that correct?
Stop! Don't do that. We're not.
No, I'm asking you for examples of me going off the handle, and the only thing you said was me getting frustrated because people don't allow me to answer the questions.
That is not what I said,
just do stuff that's very one-sided. If we can't have a conversation, I just don't want to like talk. It just doesn't make sense. And then like you feel like those two things are me going off the handle. Is that correct?
No, you're putting words in my mouth because you're the one that keeps saying that part. So that was not my response, right? So we're gonna move on from that because you're not accepting my response. You're tailoring it to what you feel and what you want to get out to the masses.
Could you break this down for me? Because like I said, I'm really slow. Could you break this down for
You're
me?
not slow, Sean. Sean, you're not slow.
Listen. Could you break this down for me like you're talking to a golden retriever? Can you give me examples of when I fly off the handle? What is that?
I've given you two, so let's go to number 3 now. Okay.
No, could you repeat the first two? Because like I didn't.
Really fine?
Yes. Could you please repeat the first two? Slow. Let me grab a pen so I can write this down. Actually.
I'm not about to play with you. And you're not, stop saying you slow, Sean, because you have enough sense to know exactly what you want, so you know how to give those things in return. You can't be slow with expectations, right? You can't, it don't match up. And I know you didn't really go get a pen, Sean, because I'm not gonna, Olivia, get your man, girl.
Write this out. So let me get this straight. You have a problem? You have a problem with me taking notes?
Don't say a problem, Sean. See, that's what I'm saying. The energy that you're putting out. I haven't said anything that was of a problem to you. So don't say a problem. You put words in my mouth. So you're making those clips easy for no reason.
Right. So then if I can't say problem, what word should I use? What should my vernacular be?
I can't tell you what words to use, Sean. I'm just letting
exactly what you're trying to do. Tell me what words to use. So with that, listen, you just contradict yourself. I use a word, you're like, I'm not even gonna go back and forth with you. Could you just repeat the first two of me going off the handle? I want to make sure I got it down.
The first one was your reaction to the negative stuff, right? I know, Michaela. The first one was your reactions, right? So you go to say that speech. They say don't give you nothing. I know, y'all. It's okay. So you go on.
Hold on, let's stop it real quick. I'm kind of slow. So you said my reaction to negativity. What have I done that's so egregious to negativity? Like, what's me flying off the handle? What does that look like? Like what does that
It
look like?
looks like you cutting in and saying, hold on. I'm not mad. Listen. Well, okay. This is why somebody is talking to you in a very, you're doing it now, and then you're going to ask me to repeat myself, Sean. This is not.
No, listen, I'm not trying to be right. I'm trying to understand. You're going to be in class, and the teacher's going too fast, and you're trying to learn something. You're like, I got a question. She like, put your hand down, and then she gets to the end of the lesson and be like, get it? And then you don't learn nothing? I'm not trying to be right. I'm literally trying to understand where you're coming from. Does that make sense?
Well, actually, I do educate adults for a living, and I enjoy it because they're open to receive what I'm talking about, right? So it goes both ways. So if you're asking me to repeat myself, then allow me to finish so that you don't have to ask me to repeat myself, right?
I'm going to just go ahead and let you go ahead because you clearly
Okay,
have no
that's
instinct.
perfectly fine.
No,
That's perfectly fine,
no,
Sean.
you're saying create a duplication. You mean to tell me if you're teaching a student and they say, I have a question, you're going to tell them, put your hand out? I'm going to keep going? That doesn't even make any type of sense.
I would never do that, Sean. You're not even making sense right now. You're just making up, you're creating a narrative. Right, on my life and my profession, right? But that's not what I've done to you. And you're just saying that because you want to get off the subject.
What's
That's
step number 2? I mean, what's number 2? So my reaction to negativity, you feel like it's me going off. What's the second thing that you feel like I do? It's me going off the handle.
when you get up and you clap your hands, making noise in the background. When you was chewing like crazy that day, trying to smack in the background because someone was asking Olivia questions only. And they weren't asking you questions, and you were saying, "Oh, I'm gonna allow her to speak," right? But then whenever they got to asking the questions, you were doing distracting things in the background to where Olivia could not concentrate, or she wanted to make sure it was okay with you. And then she should, if she chooses to do, it's nothing wrong with that. So I'm not gonna down her for her choices as who she is in their relationship. That's her choice, right? So if you can laugh and look at her, that's fine, Sean. But I'm not making that up. I'm not
Let me
making
get
that up.
this straight. You feel like me clapping in the background and chewing. Is that correct? I just want to make sure that I'm like duplicating this stuff. Like I just want to make sure I'm right and stuff. I got my notes.
It's okay. It's condescending.
It's not
Guess what?
condescending. I just
Sean,
want
if I was to do that to you right now, you would be upset and you would tell me that I'm not listening and you would like hang me up and make a big deal and say, all right, you guys. All right, guys. All right, you guys. Don't.
I'm literally taking notes. How am I not listening to you? I'm taking notes and I'm stopping and asking questions. Like, how much more could I listen to you?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying you have to at all. You know, you're a grown man. I'm just telling you, just out of care, like no hate for you or Olivia. I mean, you know, hey, it is what it is. I don't believe everything that's been said, but who am I to believe it? I don't even care what people believe about me. So why would I expect you to care what I believe about you? You know what I mean? All I'm telling you is lead by example, Sean.
Could you finish this number 3? What's the third thing that I do that is me going off the handle? So we got reacting to
Just be
negativity,
being,
and then when I clap and shoe loudly. What's
yeah,
up?
being manic. Being manic. Put that one on there.
What's that?
That means you get triggered so fast to the point where you don't even recognize what just happened. Almost like the brain briefly blacks out and reacts in a way. And then once you come back, you don't even realize you did anything. You're like, what? What'd I do? What happened? What?
When I'm manic, what are some of the things that I do?
Just like right now, how you're being a little triggered, you're cutting me off, you're changing the subject, you're switching up my words to fit your narrative, right?
What did I switch up about your words? I literally just asked. And what narrative am I pushing?
You're pushing a narrative that I'm being negative to you. Just whenever I say something you don't want to speak on or hear, you just kept saying y'all do this, y'all do that, and I asked you, Sean, don't generalize me because I'm not the general population. I asked you that. I said, Sean, don't do that. That's not what I'm doing with you. You don't remember that?
I won't speak in generality, so I'll speak on you. You said my reaction to negativity is off the wall. I think I handle my reaction to negative. Can I improve it? Yeah, I think I handle negativity way better than most people. I would love to see most people get called the B word, a P word, the R word, all these different crazy things, and see how they react to it. I would love to see them have their women insulted on a daily basis, or intelligence insulted on a daily basis, and see how they actually like handle it. Number 2, I don't think me clapping and chewing on my food or chewing on gum is me going off.
Did you put the whole sentence or did you clip it? Did you clip it to create a narrative of what I said? Or did you put the entire sentence of me telling you how you did that? How you were doing that while Olivia was speaking and you didn't want her to respond to the question? That's what I said.
Here's my thing. You have some great points, but you are honestly a terrible teacher because you don't even allow people to ask
See,
you
now
questions.
there you go. You're being manic right now. You're triggered. So now you're calling me a terrible teacher when I haven't called you anything negative, right? Just because I said that you're acting in a manic manner, you're going to tell me I'm a terrible teacher, which you're a lie. Because guess what? I make over 6 figures being awesome. Right? So you can't, like, don't try to belittle me, Sean. Don't do that. Like, don't even do it because
Listen,
that's you being
listen,
manic.
listen. Okay, at the end of the day,
Exactly. He is being manic.
when you communicate with somebody, if you're teaching a lesson, whose responsibility is it to create duplication? Is it the teacher or is it the student's responsibility?
The student must first be receptive, Sean. Do you understand that part?
Okay.
You understand
Well,
that part?
how much more receptive could I be than to grab a pen and a paper and take notes?
Okay, let me tell you. You could write down what I actually said and not what you took
more
from me.
receptive could I be though?
You could write down what I actually said and not, oh, me chewing.
Let me come out. If I'm literally asking you, hey, could you repeat that? And you're like, no, what am I supposed to do? Because I asked you to repeat it and you're like, nah, I don't want to do that. Let me finish. Make it make sense.
No, it can't make sense because you're not receptive. It would never make sense to you, Sean, because you have it all figured
I
out.
would love to have students that are not receptive taking notes, because
You can't take partial notes. It's useless.
tell you, man.
You can't take partial notes. That's useless. That doesn't make sense. You're not even writing down exactly what I said. You're picking and choosing. You're clipping. The same thing you're saying the general population is doing to you, you're doing it right now. But you're offended by when you see it on TikTok and someone's clipping you. Yes.
Yeah, the difference between me and you is that I'm sitting here with a pen, taking notes, saying that you make great points, and the only thing I asked you for is to break it down to me so that I understood it. So if that makes me too much of a dumbass or too much,
I did not call you that.
listen. I'm talking to myself right now. If that makes me too much of whatever you want to call it to be receptive, then you think what you want to think. At the end of the day, you have more interest in being right than actually like teaching and creating.
That's yourself. See, it's that mirror, Sean, that mirror tie, because that's how you feel. I don't feel like I have to be right with everything because I know in order for me to know something, I have to know that I don't know nothing at all. You're not open to learning more. It doesn't make sense to you because your mind isn't open beyond what you think in your
This is
head.
not gonna prove that what's 2 plus 2?
No, that don't have nothing to do with anything. I'm not about to answer a 2-year-old's question.
2 plus 2 is 4, but if you don't know nothing at all, you wouldn't know that 2 plus 2 is 4. So your statement makes no sense. I would say in order to learn, you must have to admit that you don't know everything, but you can't say you don't know nothing. You shouldn't invalidate yourself that way.
I'm not invalidating myself.
Like a degree in like psychology or something, huh?
What does that got to do with anything?
I got a master's degree in psychology.
I don't have a master's. I don't have a master's. I don't have a master's.
You got bachelor's in psychology, PhD, it's all the same thing. Listen, you got one in psychology. You know the thing about them psychology degrees is that none of it can be verified. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's not true. That's called a transcript. It's called a transcript.
One psychologist will tell you this. Listen, you have somebody with the same exact symptoms, same exact this. They go to 2 different psychologists and they get 2 different diagnoses. One will say, "Oh, you're depressed. You're this." The other one will be like, "You're cool. Just go get some exercise. Go out in the sun. You'll be better."
Yep.
You know what? The whole purpose of science is that it's supposed to be predictable and it's supposed to be repeatable. That's the whole point of science. Psychology is not predictable and it's not repeatable because you can have 2 people with the exact set of circumstances, and depending on how that doctor felt that day, they may get diagnosed, they may not. I'm not trying to invalidate it. All I'm saying is based on the definition of science, it being duplicatable, predictable, and repeatable, psychology is not that. So, therefore, I don't think it can be accepted as a science, which makes a lot of sense because you have some good points when you're just talking like heebie-jeebies, and I'm just like, shit.
Really? When you done asked me to repeat myself 6 times?
I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation.
Okay, well, have a great night.
Listen, the difference between me and other people is I'm actually sitting here trying to learn, take notes, and the only thing I ask is for, hey, if I don't understand something, can you slow it down so I can really write down what you're saying? But that was too much for you, or you didn't feel like doing that. With that being said, it was awesome having a talk with you. I would love to play you in online chess. If you got online chess, send me a match so I can spank that ass, girl.
Put some money on it. Put some money on it. Put some money on it.
Spank that ass, girl. What?
Put some money on it.
You got business?
I have a business.
All right, well, shout them out. Shout them out. I like talking to you. This was a good conversation.
But the thing about that is I'm very picky over who I do business with. So I don't really advertise. I advertise word of mouth, and that's how I manage my stuff. It's only me. So
Well, good thing you're speaking in front of 25,000 people. That's a hell of a lot of word of mouth. So with that being said, what kind of business you got? Shout it out.
I got a 360 photo booth. I do massages, fitness training, and also I am an HR specialist in corporate America.
You do fitness? Are you familiar with macronutrients and like nutrition?
I'm not a dietitian. No, I'm not. Not a dietitian. What? So basically, y'all put up my LinkedIn. That's fine. So you got your little details. That's fine. And I am.
About your psychology degree? Girl, I didn't need to go to LinkedIn to figure that out. I just had to talk to you for 5 minutes. And I'm kind of rusty because I normally only.
You can look at TikTok. You can look at TikTok, but TikTok is not a representation of me. It's my fun side only. You will not see anything that ties me to my corporate life, baby. It's the time and the place for everything, and TikTok is where I have fun. So, with that being said, as you say, Sean, I'm gonna let y'all go, and I hope y'all have a great night.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the greatest night. You make some good. Listen, next time somebody wants to listen, don't deny them the benefit of like learning. All right, you got a lot of wisdom inside you, but yeah, it's just it's it. So study some science too. Get some science to back them opinions that you got. It was good. It was good. It was good having a conversation with you. See you.
All
Yeah,
right.
we'll be back.
All right.
Peace. She's from Texas, y'all. All right, listen, man. Listen, guys, we appreciate y'all. I know that was like a long time. But with that being said, positive shit's actually right. Make sure if you guys are not here on negativity, go and join the success group. Hit the link in the bio, Sean_T on Instagram. Give Olivia a follow on Instagram. Olivia Appleberry, give your boy a follow on Instagram. You can either DM her success or you can hit the link in my bio and join the success group. It's free. That's where we do prizes, giveaways. Speaking of giveaways, we haven't done a giveaway in a minute. We're gonna do a giveaway tomorrow, y'all. We're gonna do a giveaway tomorrow. So with that being said, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. You guys have literally the greatest night. Be great, be great,
Bye,
be
thank
great.
you. Bye, bye.
Positive people, beautiful people. Go join the 1%. Hit that link. Hit the link. Hit that link. Link in the bio. Sean_T_Adams. Hit that link. I think I'm gonna change my middle name to Hit the Link.
Me too then.
Hit the link, Adams. You know what I'm saying? Hit that link.
Madam Naga, bye. Mahamuti. Si